imagine that these things don't. That's it. Oh, the DSLR. Fuck, sorry about that, bro. Alright boys, so the security guard was not happy with me creating content there because apparently if I'm using a DSLR camera, that's not allowed, but the phone was okay. I was even taking photos of Boss Man with the car. There's a video somewhere here. It was a super nice guy, but I mean, I got to respect the rules. He said the rules are you can't record with a DSLR camera, but you can record with your phone. Anyway, I thought I'd come here, finish the video. But this is a really interesting one because I don't know, as I was mentioning in that clip, we rented that Lambo for a day, and it kind of got me thinking, like, what's really interesting is I used to dream of these things when I was younger and I was broke, and I was always think, you know, when I actually do drive these cars and when I finally achieve these things, that's when I'll be happier. That's when I'll feel a certain way. And what's really true is that yes, you do for a short amount of time, but then it just becomes a thing, right? So like a car is really, really nice. You're gonna enjoy it for, you know, however long, maybe like a day, a week, a month, maybe 2 months. But then eventually it just becomes a car. An apartment is amazing. It's, you know, you feel great, you're super excited about it, but then eventually it becomes just the place where you live, right? Same with the watch, same with clothes, everything, right? Nobody ever like put it this way for me. Like I always kind of knew that money doesn't, you know how people say money doesn't buy happiness? It does. It does, but it's not the materialistic things that bring happiness, right? So think about what's the opposite of happiness is like when you're stressed, when you're upset, when you're worried about something, all these negative feelings, right? Which is like the opposite of happiness, I guess. And what's funny is money kind of gets rid of those, right? So most of the time, at least I can only speak for myself and my experiences, when I was younger and we didn't have a lot of money, me and the family would always stress about little things like the bills. If whenever I got my first ever car, like if the car broke down, or if I had like a flat tire, or if something broke, I'd be like, oh my God, that's another £200, £500 I need to fix here, etc, etc. When you have money, it's like you don't have to, it's not even a thought in your head. It's like, okay, yeah, cool, fix that, order this, boom, 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 and you can just not have to stress about things like that, which then if you take away the stress and take away these problems, all of a sudden happiness kind of rises, and happiness is a bit more common in your day-to-day. But it doesn't necessarily mean that just because you have money and you look at your bank account, that is what brings you happiness. Sure, maybe when you're just starting out and you finally hit like the 10K a month goal, then maybe the money itself is what makes you happy. But it really does boil down to, without you realizing it, it just, money gets rid of all of the problems and all the issues that you face normally without it. What is the point of this video, and why did I really want to kind of drill this point in? Because I feel like I do have a lot of like a younger audience, like guys who are like the age of 18, 17, who are perhaps starting business and maybe are looking to build wealth and, you know, create money or generate money for the first time. And if you're just starting out and you haven't had money in your life, I feel like a lot of people are looking up to maybe people like me. I don't know, probably not a lot of you look up to me, but I think a lot of people do look up to like people online, and they see all these luxurious things and they feel like that is the thing. For me, for example, like the reason why I post luxurious things is one, for motivation, but two, it's just simply how social media works. Like, unfortunately, if I post a video where I literally teach you how to start a business step by step and make money, etc., that might get like 1,000 views. But if I post a video where I'm like flexing some stupid like car or something, that's just gonna get way more views, right? Like, that's just how social media works. And if you really want to grow, you kind of have to play into it, right? So yeah, so the point I'm really trying to drill down is that I really don't want you guys to just focus and idolize these materialistic things and believe that that is what's going to bring you happiness. For me, I was genuinely very, very happy living in a house share, living in like one little room, because I knew that that is like, I was working towards my goal, right? And what you need to understand, the journey is what's actually way more fun. The end goal is you get that excitement, you get the fun out of it within a little while, maybe a day or two or a week, depending on what it is that you want, right? However, the journey is what lasts maybe years, right? So you need to understand, like, how can you enjoy that journey? And it's these little things, like, so this is, I've said this in a previous video, like, if you have a big goal, you need to chunk it down into little goals and little milestones that you can hit until you hit that massive goal that you've always wanted. And then every time that you hit these little milestones, you're getting closer and closer, you get that dopamine hit, and all of a sudden you're actually enjoying the process a lot more. But anyway, I feel like my point has been conveyed. It's a really simple video. Please do not chase these materialistic things. They look fun, they are fun for a little while, but they eventually just become what they are. If it's a car, it's just a car. If it's a watch, it's just a fucking watch, right? Who cares? Nobody. So focus on what you actually want. Focus on how you're going to be able to get there, make a plan, and make sure you stick to it for a very long time. These things take a fucking time, right? It takes a very, very long time to achieve these things that you're looking for, but there's a reason for it, because it is rewarding at the end of it. So enjoy the journey. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you on the next one.